If you've got a bird at home, you already know how incredibly smart they are, right? But all that brain power needs something to do. So today, we're going to dive into 10 super simple DIY projects that are designed to keep your feathered buddy happy, healthy, and totally engaged. It's all about something called enrichment, and trust me, it is a complete game changer for their well-being.
So let's just jump right in with a big question. Is your bird secretly bored? I know it's tough to think about, but a lack of mental stimulation can actually lead to stress and even some pretty serious behaviors like feather plucking. But here's the good news. You can fix it. You can literally become their personal fun director, and we're going to start right now.
So what in the world is enrichment anyway? Well, it's way more than just a few toys in a cage. It's all about creating activities that tap into a bird's natural hardwired instincts. You know, that deep need to search for food, the absolute drive to chew and shred things, and the satisfaction of figuring out a little puzzle. This stuff is absolutely essential for their mental and physical health.
Okay, let's kick things off with my personal favorite category, foraging fun. I mean, think about it. In the wild, birds spend a huge chunk of their day just looking for their next meal. Recreating that challenge is honestly one of the most powerful things you can do for them.
First up, we have the coconut foraging shell. This thing is just a brilliant all-natural puzzle. It's super durable, which makes it absolutely perfect for those really strong beaks. This is a direct throwback to how a parrot in the wild might crack open a tough nut or a seed pod. We're tapping right into those deep primal instincts.
And you won't believe how easy this is to make. You just clean out a coconut half, drill a couple of holes so you can hang it, and then comes the fun part. You get to stuff it with all sorts of goodies, shredded paper, maybe some bird-safe leaves, and a few of their favorite treats buried way down deep inside. Hang it in the cage and just watch that amazing little brain get to work.
You know, what makes this project so great is that it does so many things at once. It's not just a food puzzle. That rough, natural texture of the coconut feels great for them to chew on, which helps keep their beak in good shape. Plus, they have to climb all over it and hang from it, turning snack time into a full-on workout. It's a true multi-tool for a happy bird.
Okay, so we went from something super durable to something that's meant to be destroyed. Let's talk about the simple but oh so effective paper roll foraging tube. Seriously, do not throw out those empty toilet paper or paper towel rolls. They are pure enrichment gold.
This might just be the easiest project on our entire list. You literally just take a roll, stuff it with some crinkle paper and a few treats, and then fold the ends in to make a little package. It's a 5-second toy that can give them so much satisfaction.
The real magic here is that it's disposable. So many birds, especially parrots, have this deep, instinctual need not just to chew, but to completely obliterate things. This toy gives them a safe and incredibly fun way to do that. They get the thrill of ripping it to shreds to find the treasure inside, and you get to recycle. It's a total win-win.
All right, we've worked their minds, now let's talk about their bodies. This next section is all about upgrading their living space with playgrounds and perches that encourage healthy movement and good foot health.
Let's start with a natural bark platform perch. Look, if your bird's cage only has those smooth, perfectly round dowel perches, this is one of the most important upgrades you can possibly make for their long-term health. It's so simple, but so effective.
Just imagine if you had to stand on a perfectly round metal bar all day long. Your feet would be killing you, right? It's the exact same for birds. A flat, uneven surface like a wood slab lets them stretch out and rest their feet in totally different positions. This is huge for circulation and can help prevent really painful conditions like arthritis. It's an amazing gift for any bird, but it's an absolute game changer for older birds.
Now, for all you ambitious builders out there, let's talk about the DIY PVC Activity Gym. This is such a fantastic weekend project. You can create a whole dedicated play space for your bird to climb and explore outside of their cage and get that exercise they really need.
And here's why PVC is such a great choice for this. It's light, it's pretty cheap, and it's so easy to just wipe clean and disinfect, which is a huge plus for hygiene. But the best part? It's completely modular. Kind of like building with Legos. You can design the layout however you want and add ropes, toys, and little feeding stations to build your bird's absolute dream gym.
All right, moving right along. Our next section gets into some of those more subtle, but just as important natural behaviors. I want you to think of these next projects as creating a tiny little wellness spa for your bird with inspiration taken straight from the wild.
First up is the mud mineral blot. Now, I know this might sound a little weird, but out in nature, a lot of birds actually eat dirt or clay to get essential minerals and to help detox their systems. It's a real behavior, and it even has a fancy name, geophagy. You can easily recreate this at home by mixing some bird-safe clay with crushed, sterilized eggshells for a calcium boost and then just letting it dry into a block.
And next, we have the terracotta dust bath. For some species, bathing in fine dust is just as natural and just as necessary as bathing in water. It's a super important part of their grooming routine that helps them keep their feathers in top condition and even control parasites. All it takes is a shallow terracotta dish filled with some clean sand or clay.
Now, okay, this is a really important point. That mud mineral block, fantastic for pet parrots. But the dust bath, that's mainly for birds like quail, doves, and even the wild robins you might see in your garden. Not all birds do this, so please make sure you know your specific bird's needs before you offer one.
Okay, before you get all excited and run off to start building, we have to talk about the most important part of this whole thing: safety. I mean it. All the fun in the world doesn't matter if a toy isn't safe. These are the absolute, non-negotiable golden rules.
First, the good stuff, the yes list. Always use untreated natural woods. If you're using any metal parts, make sure it's stainless steel. This avoids rust and the risk of heavy metal poisoning. For any ropes, stick to natural fibers like sisal, hemp, or cotton. And it goes without saying, any leaves or grasses have to be organic and completely free of pesticides.
And now, the never-ever list. The materials you must avoid at all costs. Never use glues or adhesives of any kind. Stay away from any metal that contains zinc, like galvanized wire, which is toxic. Be super careful with synthetic ropes that can fray into long, thin strands. They are a major entanglement risk. And please, for the love of birds, always double or triple check that any wood you use is a non-toxic species. Your bird's safety is everything, so if you're ever in doubt, just leave it out.
Woo! We have covered so much today, from simple little paper rolls all the way to a full activity gym. And I know it can feel like a lot to take in, but I really want to leave you with a powerful thought about the impact you can have.
Just let this one sink in for a second. Every small project makes a meaningful difference in your bird's daily life. This isn't about building the biggest, most complicated toy. It's about the small, consistent act of giving them new things to do, new challenges that keep their world exciting and vibrant.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. What are you going to build first to change your bird's world? Whether it's a 2-minute paper roll toy you make tonight or a gym you build this weekend, you now have the power and the ideas to make a real, positive difference in their life. So get creative, remember to stay safe, and have a ton of fun with it.